Yes, this is episode 139 of the Real Podcast, is where we are going to be doing our yearly tradition of the end of January, for some reason, doing our best and worst of 2025. This is going to be a very, we'll go laid back episode where we've got our list of the best and worst movies and other occasional things from 2025. Yeah, so we're literally just going to be going back and forth with each other on these lists. We might pick a good one, we might pick a bad one. Some of these we might have spoken about in some capacity. I'll admit I
think we definitely have. I mean, I'm looking at mine and yeah, we've definitely spoke about some of them.
Yeah, I mean, only a few.
Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, exactly. I've got like specific ones that it just sort of happened. So like biggest surprise.
Yeah, I did
best
the same. I thought, right, I'm not gonna like pick absolutely everything that I've watched, played, or seen in 2025. I'm just gonna pick like ones that I'm gonna be interested to talk about.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Mine is basically the same sort of thing. Spoilers: I haven't got any games on this, to be honest, because as I said before we started recording, I don't know what games I've played in 2025 bar the new Assassin's Creed. Let's not get in a review because I haven't finished it. So yeah, we're just gonna go back and forth. I've also got my best cinema experiences for 2025 as well. Feel free to jump in if you want to as well. We have done this, I think, every year.
Actually, yeah, I do have one. Actually, yeah.
I mean, one of these, two of them does involve going to the cinema with you, so that just kind of speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Oh. Oh, actually, I think I might know that one then.
There we go. We will kick things off with Dan. Please select from your list. Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad first? Are you going to strip the Band-Aid off immediately and stop worrying me?
We're actually kicking off with a game, believe it or not.
Ugh, okay.
Now, I know for a fact you haven't played this. I don't even think you've ever got the intention to ever play this.
Aww.
But the hype for this game that I was feeling as a fellow dinosaur connoisseur...
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm, of course, talking about Jurassic World Evolution 3. This is just my favourite game, right? I will never stop playing it. It is just... It's brilliant.
You see, if I wanted to play a game where you're on an island with a bunch of animals and you've got to borderline look after them... No, I'd play Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I think there's a bit of a difference, but, you know...
No, it's exactly the same, except all the animals have clothes on in that game, as opposed to this one, where I'm guessing you can't dress up the dinosaurs. Oh my God.
I mean, not really, unless you change their, like, skin camos and all that kind of stuff, but, yeah, still, they're not exactly wearing clothes.
That's a bit naff. Couldn't have put on, like, a Christmas hat or something. Typical.
But, no, it's... The reason I mention it is because the developer behind it, Frontier, is actually a really good game studio because, do you know what it is? They actually listen to the people who play their games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I've never heard of this concept at all.
No, like, when it first came out, there were obviously some bugs in that, and, you know, as it is with every game, there's always a few hiccups and things. So Frontier always does this thing of, like, what can we improve on? And, Lord behold, they actually listen to people and improve on them.
Mm.
And it is just spectacular, to be honest. It's all about just... Well, you have a campaign you can play through. I mean, you've got, like, everything. There's... Well, not much to your much to your discontent.
I'm saying nothing.
Well, there's rumour they're adding in the Jurassic World Rebirth DLC, given it's the latest, and Frontier aren't really shy about sort of keeping things a secret. They want their fans to be excited about upcoming content for a game that is just truly brilliant. Like, I've never had so much fun in my life.
I'll also go good. Why not? We'll go with the biggest surprise of 2025 for me.
Biggest surprise of 2025. Would I know this, or...
I've definitely mentioned it before. I don't know if I've mentioned it in an episode, but I definitely mentioned it to you, and I think even you were quite surprised as to where it was in my list. For reference, I will put both our Letterboxd links in the description below. I don't know if you have a list for 2025. I obviously do.
Oh, yeah.
This is at number 3 of 2025, and it's the biggest surprise, without a shadow of a doubt. A franchise I have really never cared for. I've only seen, prior to this one, like 2 of them. And anyway, it was Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, Christ, aye.
That's exactly what I said. Oh, Christ, I like that one.
Thinking, like, I know it's a film that really surprised me when he put his rating up, but I just couldn't remember what the hell it bloody was.
I can remember getting a message off you being like, what the hell is this rating? This is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
what the hell are you doing?
I thought it was like a mistake at first.
No, and I'm sure I watched it completely sober as well, and my reaction throughout most of it was like, I kind of think I'm drunk right now. Just like my reactions to every single little thing that's happening is everything's going from bad to worse. Yeah, I mean, prior to this, I think I'd only seen the first one and the third one, which are both pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I think for a lot of people, 1 and 3 is probably one of the better ones. This is the best one, just without any question.
Without a doubt.
It is.
I'd say the same.
I mean, it's gory as hell, it's grim as hell, but it's also just really fun. And I found myself caring significantly more than I was expecting to. And you also got the that one scene with Tony Todd, which is...
Yeah, Tony Todd's last performance.
Very difficult to watch, to be honest. But no, I found myself having an absolute blast with this movie. Back to you. Are you going to go negative?
Okay, well, we're going with a film that, yeah, it's good, but it's not up to the level that Final Destination's Bloodlines was at, let's say. And it just so happens that the sequel to this came out in cinema just a couple days ago.
Okay.
28 years later.
How? I should have put that one on here, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, spoilers. I mean, we're going to be...
I just don't know how I feel about 28 years later. I mean, look, it is a good film. It is way better than 28 Weeks Later. Look, it's fantastic that the Northeast can finally get its recognition, even if it is in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Filled
which is
with,
exactly what this region is. So,
I mean,
you know.
God, the Angel of the North's never looked any more beautiful than it has in 28 years later, I tell you. It's fine. It's just fine. There's some good stuff in it, and it's just a shame that the ending ruined it for me, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've already spoken about the movie before. We did do a review for it last year, which, to be honest, I kind of forgot that we did. It really says a lot. I'll stick with my list of the worst. I'll go with my biggest disappointment as well. My biggest disappointment is Wake Up Dead Man.
Do you know what it is? It's funny how you've not remembered to put 28 years later on. I haven't remembered to put the new Knives Out on because I had that in the same sort of category, because when I watched it, I thought, what the hell is this?
It's the kind of... I think the way that I described it to my partner is... It's like comparing... I mean, I can't remember if you've actually seen any of them, but it's like comparing Sherlock and the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movies. In that, one of them, Sherlock, up until season 4, you can follow it along and make up your own theories, and you can see the pieces being put together.
Yeah.
With the movies, there is none of that. You cannot follow it at all for the mystery stuff. And so by the time you learn what's going on, it feels like they've just picked an answer out of a hat. That's kind of how I felt with Wake Up Dead Man. It was just all like, oh, so this is what's going on. So it's not this.
It just sort of felt like if you blinked, you missed an important detail.
Yeah, and it's like... Here's the thing, I love Rian Johnson as a filmmaker, and I think he's really good for the murder mystery genre because, you know, his whole thing is about subversion, which... some people don't like. For one particular reason. Probably involves a lightsaber and some porgs, of which I can still see the porg on my desk. But he absolutely excels in this genre. That's why the first Knives Out works so well, because that really fits that genre. But this one, I think, was just going a bit too far. I think I preferred it to Glass Onion. But then again, I can't say I particularly liked this one. and it was way too long as well, to be honest. So that was a real shame. But to be honest, I'm more, it's like I'm not big on this movie, but I totally see another one because I do really like the character and I like this world. What are you going to go with, my boy?
We've literally mentioned this in passing a few times, but I think we just really need to address how shockingly bad the finale of Stranger Things is.
Yeah, okay, this is the only time we'll talk about it. I think, right, because we did talk about season 4.
Yes.
Which, that final sequence, or that final scene, of, like, the Upside Down breaking into Hawkins is such a badass ending and a fantastic cliffhanger that the only way it was ever gonna succeed on that front was if they filmed season 5 immediately afterwards, because as we all know, kids do that thing, you know. What do they do? They age! In this case, savagely! So immediately when you set 18 months after that ending, and it's like, nah, you've lost it. You've lost it immediately. And I think I even said in my review on Letterboxd that I don't like this era of television anymore, where it's like, like I know it's becoming more expensive. I get it, but if you're going to be dealing with a television show that's going to be long form and you're dealing with child actors, you do exactly what they're doing with. Admittedly, I don't like the idea of the show, but the Harry Potter series for HBO. You get it all done as soon as possible because those kids are going to shoot up by like 7 feet.
Exactly 7 feet.
Yeah, precisely 7 feet. And it's going to pull you out immediately.
You know, for a show that's been going on for years and it is sort of like the highlight of Netflix to a lot of people, it just ended so, like...
Suddenly.
Yeah, like, there's nothing... You know, all of this, like, potential emotional damage that a lot of us were like, okay, well, yeah, this is like, you know, somebody major is going to kick the bucket. No,
and there's
not
none
really.
This time. No.
And, you know, I'm sorry, but that runtime is just disgusting. Yeah, it was...
That is not good.
No, it's just very average at best. I just thought all of that for this.
For that. Yeah.
Not a fan. I remember actually sending you a message saying, have you watched it? And then I looked later on in the night and then I saw your rating. I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to look at... Oh, yeah, there it is. It's been sketched out of the schedule.
Yeah. It's like... No, because like I said, I'd rather... Like, I'm all for talking about things that aren't very good, as long as there's something that I can actively discuss. Yeah. There is none of that in this.
No, it's not.
So it's just a waste of our energy.
If we were talking about the season as a whole rather than finale... What the hell would we talk about? It would be like one of the shortest episodes ever because I could not tell you a single thing that happens in any of those episodes.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with good again. I'll go briefly because you'll have absolutely nothing to say on this one.
Okay.
So one of the things that me and my partner does beyond going to see things at the cinema is we'll usually go and see the National Theatre Live cinema releases. But no, my favourite one actually was the Steve Coogan rendition of Doctor Strangelove, actually. So I think he played like 3 or 4 different roles, including Doctor Strangelove. It made me want to rewatch that film again because I do really like that movie. I'm sure I saw it in cinemas as well at the Tyneside, like years and years ago. But I might be getting it mixed up with when I saw it 2001. Well, Stanley Kubrick, obviously. Yeah, briefly because I know you'll never have seen it. I found it absolutely brilliant and really, really goddamn funny.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you. See, quick.
Okay, well,
quick.
Time for another good one, methinks.
I'll be the judge of that one.
I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this, and it is, again, something to do with Netflix, actually. You know, shocker, Netflix actually has something really good. Yeah. No, it's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Okay. Please say it as little as possible, because I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, don't worry, because I had a feeling you hadn't seen it. Frankly, I think this is like the third, like the top 3 Frankenstein films, right? You've got the original Bride of Frankenstein, and this is literally all you need. It is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I am also looking forward to Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride. That's out in March, I think.
Yes, I saw the trailer for that, and I thought, oh yeah.
Oh, it looks wacky as anything. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm there for that. And we have spoken about The Bride of Frankenstein. We spoke about that last year. Absolute classic of the genre.
But yeah, I'll keep it brief. But obviously, you've got the story of Frankenstein. You've got
Really?
Well, yeah, you got,
Had no idea.
You've just got the Del Toro charm on it, and it just looks beautiful. To be honest, It is a work of art.
I'm gonna go with a trio, in my worst bits, because these were all in the span of about 2 weeks. Bar one, which I'll talk about towards the end. F1 the movie, because I'm never going to take seriously a guy in his mid-60s suddenly doing really well in that sport. I know you're not a fan of that sport. Trust me, it's one of the only less believable things in that not very believable movie. But there was Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm getting that one out now because you see, I bloody knew it. I knew it. I hate that movie. Okay, I know you said it's fine. But it's basically just Jurassic Park DLC, and it's not very good DLC. Like, there's nothing to it. The remake of How to Train Your Dragon, like that one's quite high on the consensus for Letterboxd. Clearly everyone's thick. Like, have you seen the original?
I don't think so. I know basically what it's about, but
I mean, I'd recommend them. It reeks of what Disney does. Like, it's the same director who did 2 and 3. Because I think he was saying this, the studio was going to do this anyway, and said, well, if anyone's going to do it, it should be me. And I was like,
yeah,
no, Dean, you don't have to do it, like, at all. And it is basically shot for shot the exact same as the original movie, and it's like, right, I'm not interested.
Why am I bothering?
Yeah, the score's amazing, shocker, but the movie is just, there's nothing different at all, and anything that's good in it, I can't give it a pass because it's done in the original. I do recommend you watching all 3 of the originals. They are really good. I mean, the third one gets surprisingly emotional, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, it's definitely on the list, like, because my partner keeps sort of egging me on to start watching some of that stuff.
Literally start throwing eggs at you and like, have you watched it yet?
Yeah, like,
have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, you watched it?
No, I thought it was garbage. Absolutely garbage. Like nothing in that is good, and anything that is taken from the original, so it doesn't count. Back to you, Dan. You're gonna go.
I need to just grab a prop actually to.
I mean, you're like a bit of a prop, so.
Oh, I'd say right. Well, it kind of goes with 2 and 1 actually. So you mentioned about best cinema experiences. This film is by no means like the 10 out of 10 of the year. It's really not, especially in Regan's eyes. Right now, I've grew up with Jurassic Park films since childhood. Right, I love those films. Right.
I really wish I was wrong on like all of these theorizing I've been doing for literally a month, being like, I know if I put that on the worst one, you're going to turn around and say, it's alright, isn't it? Just out of pure spite.
It is alright.
It's not.
Look, I will take the slabbering puppy dinosaur known as the D-Rex over Fallen Kingdom and Dominion any other day of the week.
That's literally like choosing between different piles of shit. Like, you can pick one saying, the shape of it is slightly better than the other one. Visually, it looks a bit better. It's still shit. I'm swearing again. Get on with it, hurry up.
I totally understand the hatred for this film. I totally get it.
You're bringing out the popcorn bucket, aren't you? And the cup.
Well, I was because but then I remembered the popcorn bucket is acting like a a change holder at the minute, so there's just loads of like 10p's and 20p's in it. So instead, we've got the Spinosaurus Cup.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Look at how they massacred my boy. The most accurate representation of the Spinosaurus.
I literally could not care less. And we're going to be talking about the superior version at some point this year.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a reason we haven't talked about this, because Regan absolutely detests the film.
I mean,
he can think of nothing worse, frankly. But I totally get why people don't like it, and you know what? Good for you, right? But just having the ability to actually see a Jurassic World film that wasn't complete and utter dog shit was nice. Like, I was worried when this was coming out, and, you know, given the really sour taste that Dominion had left in the mouths of many, I was pretty worried. But it's actually pretty good.
Anyway, back to the nice things.
Before he gets angry.
We have done a review of this already. The best movie to come directly from streaming for me was Predator: Killer of Killers.
Yeah, I was debating on putting that on the list, but I figured because we've talked about it before, there probably wasn't really too much else to say.
Last thing, I've got nothing else to say on it, because we've already spoken about it at length. Terrific movie. Easily one of the best Predator movies out there. Otherwise, the other one I wanted to quickly talk about was my favourite documentary, which I think we've both seen, and that's Jaws at 50.
Yes, I've got that on the list, actually.
That one was excellent. You know, we did do Jaws, didn't we? We did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. I actively forgot. That's bad. But
I think we did it a short time after the documentary came out.
Makes sense then. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't love that movie by any means. Like, it's a damn good movie, but I don't, like, hold it at, like, the highest of Steven Spielberg by any means of the imagination. Probably because I came to respect it a bit too late. I didn't respect it that much when I was younger because I didn't care for shark movies anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
But this documentary was absolutely stellar. And just seeing what essentially is like anytime Spielberg's on camera talking about it, it's clearly just a therapy session for him to just get over how hateful the experience was. I thought actually doing it like that is actually quite good, to be honest. I quite like that.
Yeah, it was actually nice just to watch a documentary that had new stuff to offer, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a load of Jaws documentaries out there, but I don't think they're ever going to be as good as Jaws at 50 was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it turns out we have spoken about this quite recently, actually.
Great.
Great.
What have we spoken? Oh, I think I might know. Is it superhero related?
No.
Oh, then I don't know.
I think for a lot of people they were quite nervous about it, given that, you know, we had Killer of Killers and then Prey. So when it came to Predator Badlands,
okay,
it's one of those films that is so divisive of an audience because it's unlike any other Predator film that has come before it.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God, because you can only do it so many times. It's great, to be honest. I don't know if it's the best Predator film. I don't think so. I think it's really good. It's just not as good as Prey, frankly, which I think might be my favourite one, or Killer of Killers. To be honest, I thought it was great. We have talked about it, so I will be brief about it, but it is just a hell of a lot of fun. It's just nice to see a Predator film that isn't just about, well, not like a slasher film.
Yeah.
Like every other Predator film seems to be. And I mean, it's nice to see that it can actually be a good live action, because I think the worry was that after Killer of Killers, how is it going to sort of be better than Killer of Killers? Well, it can actually be really good.
Yeah.
It turns out. You just need the right director behind it.
Turns out it's the guy who gave us 10 Cloverfield Lane, of all things.
Yes.
Which again, I think I do actually have on the schedule for this year, because that's 10 years old. I really
I
want
think
to talk
you
about
do,
that one
yes.
again. That'll be interesting to talk about.
But yeah, it's great, and if you want to listen to our patter about it, then you can
And it's
just
a
go listen to
patter,
the
alright.
episode. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm going to go back to the negative side of things. Already spoke
Okay.
about my favourite documentary being Jaws at 50. My least favourite, that just really annoyed me, both actually, strangely enough, on Disney+. This one is called
Okay.
Last Take. So,
Last Take.
So this is the documentary. If you remember, a couple of years ago, there was a film that was getting done with Alec Baldwin called Rust.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And this is about Helena Hutchins, the cinematographer who was killed on set.
Yes.
This was always going to be a tough one, I think, because the fact that they continued filming it after the fact, and I believe it is, you can like watch it digitally. I think there might be a physical media release, whatever. The fact that this film wasn't just scrapped, I think annoys me even more.
Yeah.
And despite this documentary trying to claim that it's going to be all about her, it just becomes essentially an advertisement to promote the film, which I think is
Right.
disgusting.
Yeah, that is quite a red flag.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to start, like, getting mad, because, I mean, I know enough people have said, oh, well, it's Alec Baldwin's fault because he should have checked the gun. That's not his job, he's the goddamn actor.
Yeah.
Like, this is purely, it's exactly like the whole no, not Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee scenario when he did The Crow.
Yeah,
It's
on the Crow. Mhm.
purely just an accident. That's it. But the fact that this claims to be all about the cinematographer's life, it isn't, like, at all. And then by the end, they start doing like a test screening of Rust with like a little audience stuff, and I'm like, what exactly are you trying to do here? Like, genuinely, like, I'm not
Yeah.
for like, I'm not going to start picketing a film's very existence. I'll just not watch it. But this should never have been finished. They should have just left it completely. And this did nothing but just stoke the fire of my annoyance about the movie.
Definitely sounds like one to just skim past, frankly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Moving on.
We'll go with a film that I knew wasn't going to do great, frankly. I saw it in cinema, I came out of it, and I just thought, well, fine. We're talking about The Conjuring Last Rites.
Which I've now seen.
Yeah,
And I think I liked it less than you.
yes, you did. I checked.
I've forgotten most of it.
Yeah, well, I think that kind of just sums it up. It's very forgettable, to be honest. And, as a lot of critics have sort of pointed out, it's more of a soft farewell than an actual goodbye. Like, it ends in just such a generic way, and it's just so... as if, like, it's a bloody mirror. You know what I mean?
Now,
It's like you've got the likes of The Nun, something so creepy. Or you've got the witch from the first Conjuring film, and you've got Valak in the second one. And then you've just got that stupid Satanist in the third one. But even the Satanist was scarier than the pissing mirror.
genuinely, I can't remember much from this movie. I can't even remember much from the third one. Like, I think I even said in my review, I only
I
care
can
for the
finally
first
make
two.
reference now.
Yeah, to be honest, like, I was sat there thinking, right, how is this actually gonna... to be honest, I was expecting it to be... I expected the third act to be more exactly what that meme was, and it wasn't. It was just, like, 10 seconds about midway through, and I'm like, this is the meme? Oh.
Yeah, and Kaiju Annabelle.
I was honestly expecting them to suddenly reveal that Annabelle has been, like, the one that's been orchestrating everything from the start, and I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, don't you dare.
I think they'd know better to do that. Like seriously, I just thought this is just pants. Like, come on, you can do better than that. Seriously.
But no, the worst movie I saw all year was Megan 2, which I was not expecting that one to be at all. Because like we'd I'd rewatched the first movie only a few days before, just because my partner was quite keen to see the new one, because she thought the trailer looked quite good. And to be honest, yeah, the trailer looks alright. Massive red flags now I've actually seen the movie. And I think I like the first movie more than I did. Like, it actually works quite well, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a new take on a slasher, basically. Megan 2 takes everything that people thought were liked in the first movie and just dialed up to 76. And it just doesn't work. Like, it's clearly doing the Terminator
really
to T2 approach.
I saw the trailer with my partner and we just looked at each other and just went, nah, sod that.
I mean, if it's just a bit of fun, then fine. But like I say, it's like it's doing the Terminator to T2 approach in that as a sequel, you just shift genre. Which, that can work. Like, at least T2 isn't a slasher like the first movie. It's like a balls-out action movie. So I don't mind that in principle for this. Except it just doesn't work at all. And actually, the person I felt the most sorry for was actually Ivana Sarkno, who plays whatever the new one is. I've got no idea what it's called again. Because the clearly saw her work in Ahsoka and was like, yeah, could you just stare and do nothing else? Could you just be like a cow where you just stare at everything? That's a bit harsh.
A bit like that horse from Family Guy where it just stares.
See, that would have been funnier if there was a glitch for the entire movie and she was cross-eyed the entire time. Now, that would have been funny. Just like any time there's like a fight sequence and she can't actually do it properly because she can't see very well. Just like immediately, I've made it better. It's a pity. But no, I'm sure even the filmmakers have admitted that, yeah, we kind of went too far with this one. Sorry, everyone. And it bombed massively, which made me laugh.
I'm not even surprised. Like, as I say, me and my partner, we saw the trailer. She looked at me, I looked at her, and we were just like, nah, not on board. Nope.
No, definitely the worst thing I saw all year. Easily.
Okay, well, I'm kind of going to link the two in because at the end of the day, they're both superhero films.
Oh yeah, because one of them you haven't seen and it enrages me. Go on then.
Okay, so with the very sad demise of the DCU, not sad demise at all, it's honestly a blessing. It's a blessing.
Goodbye now.
James Gunn's Superman.
Yes.
Brilliant. Mm-hmm. Again, we've talked about it. It's the best thing since sliced bread, frankly.
Yeah.
And linking with that was a film from Marvel Studios. So then when Thunderbolts came out, it was like, my faith has actually been restored because it has characters that actually are characters and not just pieces of floppy cardboard.
Yeah. No, I mean, Thunderbolts is... I mean, it's my favourite MCU movie of the last few years. Shockingly.
Yeah, for certain.
Like, really, really solid. But it's
I was going to bring in the new Fantastic Four, but I thought, nah.
I've forgotten most of that. Again, I think that one, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, but I'm going to forget about most of this pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's just sort of why I just went with Superman and Thunderbolts, because I thought they're like the two best superhero films of 2025.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my favourite superhero movie and my favourite movie of the year was Superman. Which, again, I was really worried with, to be honest. I really was. I mean, I have a lot of faith in James Gunn as a filmmaker. That'll make the internet angry.
Oh, yes.
Shocker.
We're going to get
because,
so many dislikes.
Because his name doesn't rhyme with Zack and Snyder.
Yeah, exactly.
But now Superman was easily my favourite experience. Well, was it my favourite? I don't know if it was my favourite cinema experience. I think for movies released in 2025, probably.
Yeah.
The other one for me that I absolutely adored, which I'm going to continue telling you to watch, Sinners. Absolutely spot on.
Yes, it is still on the list.
Yeah, as a horror movie, it's fantastic. As a musical, it's amazing.
I know there was another one as well. There was Weapons, which I never got to see as well. Yeah,
Weapons was really good. I think, again, I'm not wanting to watch that one again anytime soon because I feel like it's going to dip a bit. Because there were things that I thought, that's not as interesting as I think you think it is. I mean, visually, it's spooky.
Yeah.
But now Sinners, I absolutely adored. Before we wrap things up, though, what's been your favourite experience in a cinema in 2025? If you say it's the double bill of Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna love you forever.
Well, actually, I did have my. Right, there it is. For some reason, it's now gone on to a second page. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Because you had many.
Okay, so there's 3.
Okay.
There's 3.
I've also got 3.
So. Not because the film was like fantastic by any means necessary. It's just because I just bought dinosaur shit for it. So getting a T-Rex popcorn bucket was just peak cinema.
You have so many problems. You are part of the problem.
Then there was, of course, the Scooby-Doo double bill. Like as like adults that are nearing 30 who are just willingly. It's like. There's a double bill of Scooby-Doo. Do you fancy going? Absolutely.
But also, the fact that was, like, planned while I was on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean was like, Regan, look at this. It's like, right, fine, I'll go and find some internet. Like, bloop. And it's like 2 days after I get back, it's like, cinema. Right, Scooby-Doo time.
Peak cinema.
Yeah, it was.
And the last, I'd probably say... was the Halloween All-Nighter.
Thank God. I did legitimately think you were going to pick something else. I'm like, dude.
And actually just not being zombified.
Yeah, actually not, like, finally,
good.
Not falling asleep at these things. That's quite nice.
And, like, the thing is, I didn't even have, like, a dangerous amount of caffeine either.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You, like, every second I'd look and you'd be on, like, another Starbucks iced coffee thing.
I needed it. I was sleepy.
Yeah, you did.
There was 5 films done this year. 5! It's a real shame we couldn't actually get around to talking about it on this. Because, yeah, that was such an awesome experience again.
Yeah, it really was.
It was, like, so much fun. Yeah, this is going to be a yearly tradition at this point. That's definitely my number 1 for that. My other ones were seeing Scream on the big screen.
Yes.
Was supposed to be going with a friend of mine at work who is she's probably a bigger fan of Scream than either of us combined. Like, she's mad for Scream. But she couldn't actually go and see it at the last minute, so it ended up just being me. Hopefully it gets re-released this year for its 30th. Talk more about that in a few months. So. Well, I'll say in a few months. Next month.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the other one was seeing all 3 Indiana Jones movies on the big screen. I say specifically
definitely
all 3.
Definitive
because there's only 3
right
there. Yeah. It turns out we actually did an episode on a piece of Indiana Jones fan fiction that somehow got shot on a camera for some reason. That barely counts anymore. And just the fact that just with the timing of everything, we saw Last Crusade first, then Raiders, then Temple of Doom. Because that was the only way we were going to do it. And I think even coming out of Last Crusade, and even my partner turned with him and was like, is that not, like, the best film ever made? And I'm like, you may well be onto something there. Like,
yeah, it's so difficult with those 3 Indiana Jones films. You can just forget about the other 2. They don't exist, frankly. It's always Temple of Doom and Last Crusade that is the challenge for me, because some days I'm like, yeah, this is absolutely my favourite one, and then I rewatch Last Crusade, I'm like, no, actually this is it, and then I go back to it, and it's like this constant up and down, but I love all 3 of them. Like, peak cinema.
Yeah, and it was just nice to be able to see them on the big screen, to say, like, yeah, because I think the other one technically as well would probably be seeing, even though it's a garbage movie, capping off seeing all the Star Wars movies last year with Revenge of the Sith, which seemed apt. Still a terrible movie. Sorry, guys.
It's boast how you've seen every single Star Wars film on cinema.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's like a form of flex, and I actually quite like that, because I couldn't see them when I was a kid on the big screen.
Yeah.
My first experience for it was 2015 with The Force Awakens, so it was apt that exactly 10 years on, not exactly, 9.5. It gets to be episode 3, which by all accounts I think was properly my first Star Wars movie, at least that I can remember properly. So that felt quite apt. But yeah, so that is our picks for the best and worst of 2025. Once again, just a bit of a ramble and a bit of an anger towards Dan and his love of lizards.
Lizard.
Kind of wait to talk about Jurassic Park 3 in a couple of months. Put that fucker away.
That context.
I can't even say that one. Put that snout away, Dan.
Right, now it's just getting worse.
Yeah, it is. But yes, thank you very much for listening to this absolute chaos of an episode once again. But yes, as said earlier on, for episode 140, we are going to be discussing 28 years later, The Bone Temple, which I did not think we were going to do.
Yeah.
Turns out there's things to say. But yeah, we'll be back in February for both 28 years later, The Bone Temple, as well as Scream for its 30th anniversary. Look at his little face. Because, Scream 7's coming out, and heaven forbid we talk about that, and... I don't want to. Watch that movie actually turn out to be secretly brilliant. No, it's not. But yes, we'll be back next month for 28 years later at the Bone Temple, so we'll see you then. And until then, it is goodbye from Dan.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.